Courtney, and today we're talking about the country of Taiwan. But first, let's get started with the 4-H pledge. Okay, today we are talking about the country of Taiwan, and this is the flag of Taiwan. You may not have seen it before. Today's learning targets are to locate Taiwan on a map, learn some basic language, learn to appreciate the culture of Taiwan. On what continent can you find Taiwan? If you guessed Asia, you would be correct. Taiwan is located just off the coast of China in the East China Sea. It's north of the Philippines and southwest of Japan. The capital city is in the northern part of the country, and it is Taipei. If you look at our map, you can see lots of large cities across the island nation of Taiwan. But if you're not familiar with maps, you may not know that the capital of a country is designated by a star. And if you look at Taipei, you'll see it is a star instead of just a black dot like the other cities. The population of Taiwan is 23.8 million, and in Kentucky, it's just 4.5 million. And you can see if we were to pick up Taiwan from the map and put it over the U.S., it's quite small. The geography of Taiwan is pretty interesting. It's mostly mountainous and forested. It is a volcanic island, so it has very rich soils, but it's also prone to frequent earthquakes. Mountains cover 2/3 of the island, and plains and farmland occupy the western third of the island. Taiwan has rich soil and plentiful rivers, but most of those rivers empty on the western coast where there are many shipping ports. The western coast is also where all of the farmland is as well. The climate of Taiwan is subtropical, so there's lots of thick rainforest and jungles. The summers are long and hot and can start as early as April and go as late as October. Winters are short and mild, although some snow does fall in the higher mountain areas. There's a monsoon season in Taiwan. Taiwan doesn't have tornadoes, but those are common on mainland China, but not on the island. But Taiwan is susceptible to typhoons. And of course, a typhoon is what we would call a hurricane. In the Atlantic Ocean, they're usually referred to as hurricanes. And in the Pacific Ocean, around the China Sea and Japan and China, they're referred to as typhoons. The history of Taiwan is long and complicated. People have been living on the island since 300 BCE, over 2,000 years ago. Early settlers were from mainland China, and over the years, the island has been ruled by the countries of Portugal, the Netherlands, Spain, Fuji, Japan, and China. Now Taiwan is a democratic nation and mostly ruled by themselves, although there is still some debate with China about who has control there. So, of course, I'm not an expert in Taiwanese history, so if you would like to know more about the history of Taiwan and the region, you can definitely check out some more John Green crash course videos. I know I'm just a nerd, but I really love watching these videos. I learned so much. Just looking up this one, I got distracted for like 30 minutes watching these videos. So check out this crash course video to learn more about Taiwan. The language of Taiwan is Taiwanese Mandarin, and Mandarin is the most common language spoken in China, so it's pretty similar, but it's going to be a little different in Taiwan. There's going to be a different type of slang and dialect. Some Asian languages you may have seen before, they use a writing system that is not based on an alphabet. An alphabet consists of a small number of letters. Letters represent sounds, and they spell out how words should be pronounced. In our alphabet, the individual letters don't really have any meaning by themselves. It's when we combine them together that we create words that have their own meaning. A Mandarin character is a more complex unit. Characters are what they call their words. It contains pronunciation and meaning, and there are more than 100,000 different Chinese characters, although the average person speaks around 2,000 to 3,000 of those characters. So let me preface this with, I have never been to China or Taiwan, and I watched some videos on how to pronounce these, and I'm probably doing it wrong, but let's try anyway. So to say hello in Taiwan, it would be spelled like this. These are the Taiwanese Mandarin characters, and it would be pronounced ni hao. Ni hao. To say thank you, which you should learn if you travel any place, how to say thank you in the language to be polite, it would be written like this in the Mandarin characters and pronounced xixia. Xixia. X in Mandarin makes an S sound like in English. And finally, goodbye would be written this way, and it's pronounced seishin. Seishin. The parentheses of both thank you and goodbye, xixia and seishin, are just a note for myself on how it sounded to my ear, so I could remember how to sort of say it correctly. However, if you would like to learn some Mandarin from an actual language instructor who is in Taiwan, you should check out this lady. She has lots of videos on YouTube and is a really good teacher in how to learn some basic Taiwanese phrases. So our activity today is concerning lanterns, and you may have seen these before. Sky lanterns, also known as Kongming lanterns, are flying paper lanterns traditionally found in some Asian cultures. These were invented during the Three Kingdoms period in order to pass secret military information. Smaller lanterns, like the one in the picture, are often released into the sky or on water, and they carry colorful images of animals, birds, and important religious or historical figures. And a lot of times children release the smaller lanterns, and that helps associate these lantern ceremonies with the innocence and purity of children. The Pingxi Sky Lantern Festival is one of the most colorful activities of the Lantern Festival. This is a remote hillside town, and in the past, those who worked or farmed in the mountains had a great risk of being robbed or killed, so they used lanterns to inform their families they were safe. The lanterns don't function as signals anymore, but they're now used as symbols of peace and good fortune. And I can imagine being scared and worried about your families long before telephones or the internet, and seeing in the distance them releasing a lantern into the sky and knowing that they were safe and healthy. I think that would be a really comforting sight to see. There's a ritual to let lanterns fly, and the releasing of a lantern is sometimes viewed as a wish. The color of the lanterns also have different meanings. So red lanterns mean good fortune, so like good luck. Pink is romance. Peach or red are decisions and opportunities. Orange is money, a wish for money. Yellow is success in your job or your school. White is a wish for good health. Light green is growth. Light blue is hoping something comes true. And light purple is idealism. This is a list of our sources. If you want to learn more about lanterns, you are welcome to check any of these out. If you'd like more information about our other 4-H global education opportunities, we have lessons on Japan, Taiwan, Thailand, Scandinavia, Mexico, and Brazil. So you can check out our website here. The craft, if you picked up a kit that we're making today, is a Taiwanese lantern. We won't be floating it or flying it, but you can use it to keep as a reminder of whatever your wish is. You can hang it up, or you can give it to a friend as well. Let's check out the instructions for how to make this lantern. That's all for today's lesson. Thanks so much for watching, and if you would like to find out more information on how to get involved with Lincoln County 4-H, check out our website, lincoln4h.org. Have a great day.